Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's video, I want to talk about why it's actually very important to buy small amounts of Bitcoin. Okay, now if you guys have in fact been watching my videos for the past few months, even for the past few years, pretty much ever since I started my YouTube channel back early 2022, I've been telling you guys, I've been begging you guys to try your best to accumulate, and why it's important to own one full Bitcoin. But in today's video, okay, I want to talk about why it's actually very important, okay, to own small amounts of Bitcoin. Why you guys should go ahead right now, right this second, okay, to buy small amounts of Bitcoin. That is exactly what I want to talk about for today's video. So understand guys, Bitcoin today is trading just above $100,000. We know a few weeks ago, Bitcoin did in fact reach a new all-time high, and it's dropped slightly, nothing too crazy though. Okay, we are in fact seeing some corrections. As we all know, Bitcoin does go up and down a whole bunch. Okay, so we are in fact seeing a correction right now, a small correction, okay, a very small correction happening right now for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now, okay, is trading at about $105,000. Okay, so yes, I get it. A lot of people are looking at the Bitcoin price right now, and they are saying to themselves that they cannot afford a full Bitcoin. But I am here to tell you guys this right now. You don't have to, okay, honestly, you don't have to go out there and buy a full Bitcoin. You can literally buy $1 worth of Bitcoins right now. $5, $10, $50, $100. Okay, understand guys, buy small amounts of Bitcoin. I truly do believe owning, okay, 0.1 Bitcoin, 0.2 Bitcoin, right? Owning 10% of a Bitcoin, which is 0.1, right? Owning 20% of a Bitcoin, which is 0.2, or even half of a Bitcoin, 0.5, okay, 50% of a Bitcoin is a big deal. It does matter, guys. So we know, guys, okay, Bitcoin will be a digital asset that's going to be worth millions of dollars one day. It's going to happen. Whether you're ready or not, whether you like it or not, Bitcoin will be worth not just $1 million per coin, but millions of dollars per coin. Mark my words, guys. How do I know this? Well, just think about it, guys. Okay, we know Bitcoin has a max supply. Okay, there's a fixed supply, there's a max supply of only 21 million Bitcoins. And guess what? It's actually less than that, okay, because millions of Bitcoins have in fact been lost, okay, in the past, right? They are lost forever. Around 5 to 6 million Bitcoins have been lost forever, guys. So if you really think about it, okay, that makes Bitcoin even more scarce. Like 21 million Bitcoins is already scarce itself. Okay, that's already scarce. That's a very low amount of Bitcoins. But realistically, it's actually lower than that because, in the past, in the early stages of Bitcoin, right? Back 2015 or earlier than that, people that were accumulating Bitcoin maybe lost it, right? In a hardware wallet or something like that. Or maybe they forgot their password, right? So understand, guys, that makes Bitcoin even more scarce. We know Bitcoin is truly the most scarce asset out there right now in the world. I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that, guys. So understand, max supply, okay? So that means, okay, not everyone out there can own a full Bitcoin. That's going to be very rare in the future, guys. Like today, yes, it's sort of rare to see someone owning a full Bitcoin, but understand down in the future, right, 5, 8, 10 years from now, seeing someone owning a full Bitcoin will be extremely rare. I'm telling you guys this right now, okay? So understand, Bitcoin has a max supply, okay? That means, okay, the price will continue to rise, guys. We can't create any more Bitcoin. Understand that. There's just not enough Bitcoins to go around for everyone. Okay, so everyone right now that truly understands Bitcoin, they are stacking. Okay, they are buying a lot of Bitcoin. And guess what? It's not just people, it's not just retail investors, it's also companies out there. Companies, institutions, governments, countries, okay, even states, right? Everyone is accumulating Bitcoin. Okay, we saw, okay, a Bitcoin strategic reserve happening a couple months ago. As we all know, that was huge. Okay, Bitcoin is a big deal now, guys. Okay, everyone understands where Bitcoin and why you guys should be holding Bitcoin. okay, for the future, long term, not short term, long term. Okay, so understand, guys, it's very, very simple. Okay, supply and demand. Bitcoin has a max supply, so that means the demand will keep going up. Okay, the price will keep going up, guys. Okay, when something is limited, the price tends to go up in value. Okay, and this is why I always tell you guys to invest your money. Okay, not even just in Bitcoin. I know a lot of you guys want to build wealth. Okay, a lot of you guys want to build wealth. And if you guys are watching this right now and you're in your 20s, this is a good time right now to start investing. Okay, especially when you're young, right? Like personally, guys, I just turned 26, okay, like a couple weeks ago, and I've been investing into Bitcoin. Okay, and this is the only asset that I've been investing in. I don't invest into, you know, stocks. I don't invest into companies or anything like that, or gold or silver, real estate. I haven't touched any of those other assets. The only asset that I've been like touching and investing in is Bitcoin and crypto, mainly Bitcoin, right? So understand, guys, this is a great time to buy. If you want to build wealth, you got to invest your money, guys. Okay, this is how the rich stay rich. Okay, and the wealthy people, okay, become very, very wealthy. Okay, you're not gonna see any wealthy people out there holding cash, holding fiat. That's the worst thing that you can do, because understand, guys, if you are simply saving fiat and you're just leaving your money in the bank, understand, okay, it's going to lose its value because of inflation. Your purchasing power actually becomes lower because of inflation. This is why you need to invest your money, guys. Okay, understand that, right? I'm pretty sure we all know this. This is why I always tell you guys to invest. And I truly do believe, okay, Bitcoin is the best asset out there to invest in for long term. I still believe, okay, even though I don't invest into these assets, but I do believe things like silver, gold, okay, stocks, bonds and whatnot, okay, even real estate, are great investment, okay, to, you know, invest in. I'd rather invest into those assets than holding fiat. We know, guys, we should not be holding any fiat, guys. Okay, so if you want to build wealth, you have to make your money work for you. Okay, so you got to make your money make more money. Okay, money is a tool, guys. Okay, please understand that. So yes, I do believe, okay, buying small amounts of Bitcoin is going to be a big deal. Like I said, owning 0.1 Bitcoin, 10% of a Bitcoin, or owning 0.2 Bitcoin, 20% of a Bitcoin is going to be a big deal. Okay, it is going to be a big deal, guys. Okay, and people in the past, right, like for example, Marcus Saylor, he has predicted that by the year 2045, okay, the Bitcoin price, okay, now this is the base case for Bitcoin. He is saying it's going to be worth $13 million per Bitcoin. Okay, that is his prediction. That's the base case. The most bullish scenario for the year 2045 for Bitcoin is around $49 million, which is crazy. So think about that, guys. If you accumulate, right, 0.1 Bitcoin, you own 0.1 Bitcoin, okay, and to buy 0.1 Bitcoin today is like a couple of $1,000s. Okay, I think it's like $10,000, somewhere around there. Okay, so that, you know, $10,000 investment will turn into millions of dollars. So think about it, guys. You own 0.1 Bitcoin, okay, you buy that today, okay, that's like $10,000 or just over $10,000 investment. You hold it, okay, and that $10,000 investment will turn into $1 million and beyond, okay, down in the future, guys. Okay, you know, it could be 10 years from now, 15 years from now. Okay, understand, if we do, I said if, once we do, okay, see Bitcoin reaching $10 million per coin, $13 million per coin, $15 million to $20 million per coin, that 0.1 Bitcoin that you own will be worth over $1 million. Just think about that, guys. So it is a big deal to own 0.1 Bitcoin, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, half of a Bitcoin. Okay, understand that, guys. And if you can, try your best to accumulate, get to that goal of owning a full Bitcoin. I want to tell you guys a story real quick. When I first started investing into Bitcoin, it was back in 2021. I did have a savings. Okay, I had a pretty good large amount of a savings. Okay, I had, you know, some money saved up, and my plan was not to invest that money, put that money into Bitcoin. My plan was actually to invest it into real estate to buy my first ever house, right? This was back in 2021. I was like 22 years old at the time, right? So that was my plan. But since, okay, I saw the drop happening for Bitcoin in mid of 2021, around like May or June, okay, in July, when I saw that crash happening for Bitcoin in the crypto market, I took that as an opportunity to buy, right? I was buying Bitcoin, and that was my first ever time accumulating a full Bitcoin, because the money that I saved, I just put it all into Bitcoin, right? That's exactly what I did. Okay, so that's how I, accumulated a full Bitcoin, my first ever Bitcoin. And then the second Bitcoin that I accumulated took me like a couple months, took me like 6 or 7 months. I was simply just finding ways, guys, to make money, and I would simply just invest it all into Bitcoin. And then eventually I accumulated my second Bitcoin, and then I just kept going, guys. Okay, I didn't stop, right? That's the thing, guys. Okay, and I am, very, very proud of myself on how much Bitcoin that I have personally, accumulated over the past few years, because I've been accumulating into Bitcoin for the past like 4 years, over 4 years, coming up to 5 years, which is, crazy to think about, right? And I'm still going strong, guys. Okay, I am not slowing down at all. I'm still stacking stats pretty much every week. I'm buying a lot of Bitcoin, guys. Okay, as you guys all know, right? So understand, guys, have that goal. Try your best to get to a full Bitcoin. Start small. 0.01 Bitcoin. That's 1% of a Bitcoin. Okay, that's very, very small. Start with that. Okay, and then eventually get to 10% of a Bitcoin, 0.1, and then 0.2, and so on, so on, so on, until you get to 1 Bitcoin. You can do it, guys. Trust me. Right, when I saw the Bitcoin price back early 2021, when Bitcoin was absolutely skyrocketing, right, everyone was talking about Bitcoin, like, look at the Bitcoin price is going crazy. I was just thinking to myself, man, imagine owning a full Bitcoin. I would never be able to do that. That's literally what I thought. But then I, made that as a reality. Okay, I finally accumulated full Bitcoin, guys. I was like, you know what, that money that I saved up, I'm not gonna buy the house, I'm gonna put it into Bitcoin. Okay, and I'm glad I made that this decision, because I really do believe Bitcoin is a much better investment than real estate. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, I really do believe in that, guys. Okay, so I'm glad I made that decision on buying Bitcoin instead of putting a a down payment for a house, right, and then pay off that mortgage and whatnot. Okay, I'm glad I just instead bought Bitcoin. Okay, and I'm not planning on buying a house anytime soon, guys. Okay, instead I am stacking a lot of Bitcoin. This is literally the only asset that I'm really buying. Okay, Bitcoin. Okay, and there's some alts out there as well, like Casper, right, that I've talked about. But that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please understand, buying small amounts of Bitcoin does matter. It is a big deal to try your best to accumulate. Okay, 0.01 Bitcoin. I think that's a big deal, first off, right? And then 10% of a Bitcoin, 0.1, 20% of a Bitcoin, 0.2. These amounts of Bitcoins, these amounts of Satoshis is going to be a big deal, guys. Okay, please understand that. I really do believe down in the future, you can do a lot, okay, with these amounts of Bitcoins. Okay, with these small amounts of Bitcoins. Yes, it may be small now, but down in the future, okay, people will be like, wow, you own 0.1 Bitcoin, you're rich, right? You're going to be wealthy. Okay, that's going to be the future, guys. Okay, because that 0.1 Bitcoin will be worth millions of dollars. I truly do believe in that. Okay, we know Bitcoin is going to be a digital asset that's going to keep going up forever. Okay, it's going to be less volatile. Right now, yes, Bitcoin is very, very volatile, but I really do believe down the future, Bitcoin is going to be less volatile. Okay, and yes, I do believe Bitcoin is going to be worth millions of dollars, guys. Okay, so not financial advice, always do your own research. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching today's video. Please give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel. Stay strong, continue to stack Bitcoin. Stack Bitcoin for a lifetime, guys. Don't stop. Keep stacking Bitcoin. I don't care if it's $10 a week, $20 a week, I don't care. Just stack Bitcoin. It's better than owning 0 Bitcoin. That's the biggest risk, owning 0 Bitcoin. I really do believe that's the most risk. Okay, I really do believe in that, guys. Okay, so that being said, I appreciate all you guys, and yeah, I will catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.